Now we're recording. Hey, this is Mike, American Cycling Network. Hey, I'm here at Owen Cyclery in Hickson, Tennessee. I've crashed my bike. As you guys know, we did a reel a couple of days ago, and Eric's going to tell you guys what to do after you crash your bike. I just, you don't want to cause any more damage, so make sure you take it to a reputable bike shop. So here's Eric.
All right. So Mike has very graciously crashed his bike for the sake of this video so we can inspect possible damage from the crash, make sure everything's safe, just some things to look out for that maybe are obvious and some things are less obvious. So I'm going to just dive into some stuff that is probably the most common. So first and foremost, we want to just do a visual inspection of the frame. Particularly kind of to the outer portions of the bike, the fork, the rear triangle. Those areas are most vulnerable because bikes tend to kind of tumble, and much of the time you'll see cracks or broken areas down on the lower portion of the fork, or possibly going out towards the rear triangle. If visually everything looks okay, then we move to the wheels, and generally we're just going to do the same sort of visual inspection of the rim. This bike has carbon rims, so we really want to take time just to make sure that there are no cracks in the rims, and also make sure that nothing is wobbly. Something I did notice on Mike's bike is the front wheel is loose. But that is simply due to the fact that his front quick release is loose, which could have been a result of the crash, or it could be just a matter of him taking the front wheel off to load and unload. But nonetheless, that is something that you do want to check for in wheels, is if you do have some play side to side, you want to figure out what that cause is and make a correction or replace the hub at least. Other areas that are really vulnerable, especially on a full carbon bike like this, you've got carbon seat rails, you've got a carbon seat post, and again we're sort of flexing those parts to make sure nothing is going to break or crack. We're also looking at just the shape of, in this case, a carbon fiber rail on the saddle. We're also looking at the areas around where the seat clamp intersects with the seat post. This is a very common area for cracks to happen. And then we go to our handlebar, which Mike did sort of bang his right shifter inward just a little bit. There's a clamp assembly that is under the handlebar tape that, to do a thorough inspection, what we'll do is we'll unwrap this tape, make sure that there's no damage around the area where the clamp actually holds this shifter assembly in place. Also, we want to look at this area where the stem and handlebar come together. It is possible and common, if it's a hard enough crash, that the bars will crack or break here or anywhere along this area, particularly on a carbon bar. After that, those are kind of the more important areas that you want to make sure that are not going to be a danger to the person riding the bike. From there, we want to do a visual inspection of the derailleur hanger, which basically is the alignment of the derailleur in relation to the gear cluster. It looks like Mike's bike did suffer a little bit of damage on the rear derailleur down here. That's very common in a crash. And in just doing a visual inspection of the jockey wheels relative to where they sit on the cassette, there doesn't appear to be anything bent, so we'll do a kind of a shift test just to check the shifting quality, make sure we're all good there. you know, you want to look at tires, make sure that there's no major scuffs or tears in those. And just after those things are tested, it's always a good idea to test ride any bike after you do an inspection or an adjustment. And that's pretty much everything you want to be looking out for.
Oh, good deal. Thank you, Eric. Hey guys, if you liked the video, please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much.